Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome to a new video. In this short video I'm going to show you how to install VS Code on Ubuntu. I'm running Ubuntu desktop 2204.1 LTS right here. It's a fresh installation. There is nothing installed. It's completely fresh. And we actually have two ways on how to install VS Code on Ubuntu. And as always guys, we provide a written article that goes along with our video. So if you pull up that article, that helps you to follow along through the content of this video. Now don't be distracted by Astro VS Code setup. This is just all of our instructions on how to install VS Code on all of the different systems. Once you are here, just go to the table of contents and click on install VS Code on Ubuntu. And once you are there, you find step-by-step instructions. As I said, there are two ways. We are first going to cover the easy way, and then we are going to cover the way on installing VS Code inside of your or using your terminal. There is not really an advantage or disadvantage over one or the other method. We are going to start with installing VS Code on Ubuntu using the Ubuntu Software Center. To do that, just click on the left navigation or sidebar, whatever you call it in Ubuntu, and click on the Ubuntu Software Center. Then click on the search icon on the upper left corner and just type in Visual Studio. Once you type that in, you can click on this button and click on the install button here. Once you install that, you can open up your app menu, type in code, and this will open up VS Code for you or give you the icon to click on it, and then VS Code will launch. Now I'm not going to install it that way because I'm still going to show you the other way as well. Again, if you have chosen the Software Center way of installing it, perfectly fine, you don't need to do anything else. If you do need, however, to install it out of some reason through the terminal, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Now open up a terminal by pressing the Windows key or the app menu here and typing in terminal, or you just click on terminal here. It's the terminal icon. And then I need to make this probably a lot bigger for you guys so you can actually see something. There we go. And then I'm going to copy and paste the exact syntax that I have in the written article. So you can go and copy and paste that too if you want. So first, we are going to paste the first command in here, which is installing some dependencies. What is my password? I always mix that up. Let's see if I get the right one. This doesn't look right, so it's the other one. Okay, there we go. Now this is installed and updated. Then we do the second command. I'm gonna paste that in here. That's basically downloading the Microsoft GPG keys. And then next, we're going to install them and add some permissions. This is installing the Microsoft GPG keys. And then we are going to update our sources list. This is our apt repository. As you can see, it's copying that or echoing this inside of this apt sources list file and adding the official Microsoft repository to it. Once we hit enter, that's done as well. And then we can go ahead and paste this last command, which is removing the packages that we don't need anymore. Once we have that done, we go on to the second step here, which is installing the transport headers for HTTPS. They are not installed per default, so it's going to quickly install that and pull that down. There we go. Okay, now we can do sudo apt update to update our repository. And as you can see, it's already including now the Microsoft. And this is the official Microsoft repo. You can check that out in the documentation. It's packages.microsoft.com/repos/code. Now the beauty of this is you now have the official Microsoft repo tied into your apt repository, and every time in the future you run sudo apt update and upgrade, it will also automatically upgrade your VS Code installation and always make sure it's on the latest version. To install VS Code on Ubuntu using the terminal, we just do sudo apt install code. And it's probably going to download a bunch of files, so it's 400 megabytes. I'm going to quickly let that finish. Alright, the installation has finished. Now you have two ways of launching VS Code. You can either open it through the app menu, as I've showed you before, and if you type code in here, you will find Visual Studio Code. Or, on the other way, you can also just run code by typing code inside of your terminal. And this also launches VS Code. Let's quickly check if we are in fact on the latest version. So I'm going to go to help, about, and it should be 174.0. This is the latest version from 1 week ago. So we have the latest version of VS Code installed. Now, One more thing I want to quickly show you guys, which is more of a tip, not really related to installing it. But if you're working on Ubuntu and you're doing web development or anything in the console, you're working with files and stuff, you can just, let's say we create a directory called temp. We cd into the temp directory. Then we're going to create a file, say test.py, and that can be empty. But now you can see you're in the temp folder, and if you just type code space dot, inside of this folder, VS Code will automatically open that folder inside of VS Code for you. So you don't need to really open VS Code and navigate through your file structure. You can directly open that up. And just make sure to trust the authors. That's always like a security message here. And I always tick that box and I say, yes, I trust the authors. And then you can see we have the test.py file open here. Okay. That's it, guys. That's it for this video. If you like those rapid fire videos, tech instructionals, make sure to subscribe to the channel. There will be a lot of new videos coming out in the future. And if you look for longer form content and videos, make sure to follow @StefanRose on Twitter and on YouTube, which is our long format content channel. And this is the channel for quick tech instructional videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you back in the next one.